Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns.
I wonder who's watching. Just think about it. Maybe it's
taking it about the 1.
What if it's the weird nigga?
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
YouTube channel. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Olivier Vernon
from the 22. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not what you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
11 yards there, 1st down.
First down, Bengals.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
He moved the ball.
Myles Garrett able to get him down for a loss of 11.
He moved the ball on me a little bit.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt.
Yeah, that's it. So what if he made me fumble?
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
This is just fucked up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
And
he will lose gains yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Dude, why does it have it on punt?
They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first.
Damn, I picked the wrong play.
For this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Nixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the Browns.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Yeah, he's going to beat me.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead,
just don't like me
gives
this
him the
year.
first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He was 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We're scoreless after 1.
End of the first quarter with no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
I'm ass, though. Like, I really am.
It's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back?
This nigga's pooping on me, boy. I better get it together real quick, nigga. Like, what is going on? This is just not me. Nigga's pooping on me.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield.
Damn.
And he takes a shot on the release.
I can't do
this will be
anything.
incomplete.
He's
Well,
fucking
get ready for
killing
3rd
me.
down. Let's go back and recap.
Damn, I
here.
really
The sack
can't do
on the
nothing.
first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were
Blitz
trying
is
to
getting in every
accomplish because
time.
they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete.
All right, man.
And he is going to have
He's
the
shitting
Browns
on me.
first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
47-yard line.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Chubb.
That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Dude, Chubb can't do
He's
anything.
met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I'm trying to explain to you
That was
niggas.
an example of excellent
But he
defense
can't do
there. They
anything.
stuffed him. So now
Huh?
he brings up a 3rd down situation.
Yeah,
If
but he
I'm
hasn't
calling
been playing
plays
much
here,
'cause his
I make sure I
internet
put in the
or
hands of
whatever.
my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
Bro, why is your dad shitting on me, bro? What the fuck is up?
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be
Like, he's
left looking up
just
at a
flat out.
Fourth down.
I don't know who he has on that D front, but that shit's killing me.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Travis eating that.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. And all the way in. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his first
he blitzed everybody there too. He took
touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there.
I think I heard that.
Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
That nigga jumped out of nowhere. I have so much pressure on their dad right now.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Logan Wilson.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there at a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
He's probably like, how the fuck did he
just do that? 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
55, mark, 55. I got it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll give it to Chubb.
The fact that I gotta think about it twice to get Chubb in there is kind of sad.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
He's a bitch.
Just a short gain that
like, he can't even get a yard.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere.
Like, that's so fucking sad. Like, this game's so bad now. He can't even get a fucking
signal for the 2nd of their timeouts.
That's so crazy, man. Like, this is, y'all see it. Y'all see it straight up. Yeah, I ran it 2 times in a row, but he can't get a half yard or a yard in this line, which would be like the best line in the league. It's just crazy.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. CD for just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit
This game's going fast because we both run the ball. Other teams just pass the entire fucking game. Like, this is like a real game type shit. Like, I see more than just a pass every fucking play. Damn, I'm sending the craziest pressure up this nigga.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
Yeah, he should have put him on a streak. He would have killed me.
Picked up by Carl Joseph.
Damn. He should have put him on a streak. He had me.
And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions,
yeah,
and that
Carl
last
Joseph
one even costlier.
Go to a fucking X Factor. Let's get Carl Joseph up to a fucking X Factor.
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating.
Taking the ball
Still
way
act
over
like
here.
you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
11 yards.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 51. Hey, alert.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You got 3 down. Alert. Six guys. Hurry.
Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
3 down.
And they're going option play on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Damn, he's 4 of 10 for 40 yards.
That ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Check 55. Double dog. Hurry. 55. Mike, 55. So we got man. Mike, 55. Check.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th.
Damn, he's playing man, and it's just sticking me. Damn, this man is killing me.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Dude, why is he doing that ugly ass fucking route?
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up second down.
Man, these fucking guys are sticking. Dude, they're sticky. Alright, this is going to be open.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about, and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Harkey adds the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away from the 6. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Is set to kick off.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Set down the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now Baker going to keep this himself. He gives it up. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns continue.
Harkey hasn't missed shit all year.
Makes the
score Browns 35. Bengals nothing.
Out is the
Harkey
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Anybody else?
Take it at about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is
he just spun on my dumb
the
ass.
coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mixon with a first down carry. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. Hey, me and you all day, all day.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third down, Burrow. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Robert Tonyan.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll give it to Mixon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Another try for Mixon.
Joe Mixon, the Bengals.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mixon trying to punch it in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Browns drive about to get started. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
12 at the 1-yard line.
Dude, I'm on like the half-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
57's the mic. Mark 57.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
Damn, that was 3rd.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
4th down, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Set the turtle defense. Set the turtle defense. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. You must be true. 57.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That's another Brown.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are pouring it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Browns 42, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll throw from the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
Just runs right by, not even
Doesn't sound
blocking
like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Give you a carry there, you fucking
2nd and 10 at the Bengals 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, Burrow firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
I think it's just clamping.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically, and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 50, check 50.
Mayfield on play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right? The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Sacked it,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body.
We're getting a tough
Hands on hips,
We're getting a
heads
safety.
low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team
Damn, Myles. It's about time. God damn it, Myles. Uh-oh, his internet's fucking up. 36 seconds left. Dude, his internet's in trouble with 30 seconds to go.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Little girls are knocking him off the fucking Wi-Fi. He has 24 seconds. And it's going to lag out.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Damn. He's gonna...
Now Joe Mixon. Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5.
We just need
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down. Today's final score, Browns 52, Bengals nothing.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, offer a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Browns, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall 2 games under 500 now.